Elon Musk is the actual vice president.
You've said that,
And
yes.
yes, I believe that.
The fiery clash between Elon Musk and Whoopi Goldberg has quickly become one of the most talked about controversies of the year, blending sharp commentary with
saying that I think Elon Musk believes he's president.
Known for her bold opinions as a co-host on The View, Goldberg found herself in Musk's sights after making wild claims about his influence and alleged political maneuvers. Her remarks, whether intended as satire or hyperbole, triggered a response from Musk that has ignited a broader debate about media accountability, free speech, and the consequences of spreading unsubstantiated information. The controversy erupted during a segment of The View, where Goldberg claimed that Elon Musk was secretly operating as the real vice president of the United States. The assertion, absurd on its surface, went further, with Goldberg suggesting that Musk and Ohio Senator J.D. Vance were collaborating behind the scenes to exert undue influence over governmental affairs. Goldberg also called for Musk to relinquish control of Twitter, the platform he acquired for $44 billion, arguing that he had no right to oversee such a significant social media entity. While it's unclear whether Goldberg intended her statements to be taken seriously, they tapped into a narrative of resistance to Musk's influence that has been growing in certain circles. Goldberg's remarks quickly sparked reactions across social media and the broader public sphere. Critics called out her assertions as melodramatic and unfounded, questioning the intent and potential harm of such claims. The comments also served as fodder for Musk's characteristic wit and unrelenting defense against critics. While Musk's initial response was subtle, reports soon emerged suggesting that he was considering a $60 million defamation lawsuit against Goldberg. Though unconfirmed, the possibility of legal action underscores the escalating tension between the billionaire and Hollywood elites who frequently critique him. Musk's decision to address Goldberg's comments wasn't just about personal offense. It highlighted his broader frustration with what he perceives as a culture of misinformation and performative outrage in mainstream media. Since taking ownership of Twitter, Musk has positioned himself as a champion of free speech, removing certain content restrictions and challenging practices he deemed overly censorious. While his critics argue that his approach has led to chaos and an increase in harmful content, Musk supporters see him as a crusader for open dialogue in a polarized world. Goldberg's comments, exaggerated as they were, played directly into these larger debates, casting Musk as a villain to her audience while framing herself as a voice of resistance. Goldberg's remarks also drew attention to her history of controversial statements. She has frequently courted backlash for remarks that oversimplify complex issues, such as her claim that the Holocaust was not about race. That comment drew widespread criticism and placed her under scrutiny for making reductive or uninformed arguments. For Musk and his supporters, Goldberg's track record made her an easy target, lending credence to their view that mainstream media often engages in sensationalism rather than substantive discourse. Adding fuel to the fire, figures like Joe Rogan weighed in on the controversy, amplifying the debate and critiquing Goldberg's approach. Rogan, a staunch advocate for free speech, described Goldberg's comments as emblematic of the kind of unhinged thinking that dominates certain corners of media. He argued that her remarks on Musk reflected a broader problem of sensationalism and hyperbole within outlets like The View. Rogan's critique echoed Musk's frustrations, further polarizing the conversation and drawing attention to the cultural divide between those advocating for open dialogue and those who seek to control narratives through exaggerated claims. The potential for a lawsuit has raised important questions about the responsibilities of public figures and the boundaries of free speech. Critics of Musk argue that his wealth and influence give him an unfair advantage, allowing him to intimidate detractors and stifle dissent. Supporters, however, view his response as a necessary stand against misinformation and the unchecked power of influential media platforms. If Musk does choose to pursue legal action, it could set a precedent for how public figures address what they perceive as defamatory or harmful statements in an era where social media magnifies every controversy. Goldberg's comments have also brought renewed scrutiny to The View as a platform. With millions of daily viewers, the show wields significant influence over public opinion. While it thrives on heated debates and polarizing commentary, Moments like this highlight the fine line between challenging ideas and propagating misinformation. For Musk, the incident underscores the need for greater accountability in spaces that shape public discourse. His critics, however, argue that his aggressive response risks silencing dissent and could deter media figures from speaking out against powerful individuals. The fallout from this feud extends beyond Musk and Goldberg, touching on larger cultural and political tensions. It has become a flashpoint for debates about the ethics of media, the power dynamics of billionaires, and the contentious nature of public dialogue in the digital age. At its core, the controversy raises critical questions about whether free speech genuinely protects all voices equally, or whether it has become a tool for the most powerful to assert control over narratives. For Musk, this incident is another chapter in his ongoing battle against what he terms the woke mob and the perceived hypocrisy of mainstream media. His detractors argue that his approach often blurs the line between defending free speech and suppressing dissent, further complicating the debate. Regardless of where one stands, the clash between Musk and Goldberg illustrates the challenges of navigating public discourse in an era where every statement is amplified, dissected, and weaponized. Goldberg, for her part, has yet to directly address Musk's critiques or the rumors of a lawsuit. Whether she chooses to engage further or let the controversy die down, the incident has already left its mark on her reputation and that of The View. It serves as a cautionary tale about the risks of making unsubstantiated claims in a world where accountability is increasingly demanded by those in the spotlight. As the dust settles, it's evident that this clash is about far more than just two high-profile personalities. It reflects the broader cultural and political divides shaping contemporary society, from debates about the responsibilities of media to questions about power and free expression. Whether Musk ultimately escalates the situation through legal action or lets it remain a war of words, the controversy has already sparked meaningful conversations about the ethics of public discourse and the role of accountability in an age of instant communication.